Hello and welcome back to Haven and Hearth. So, I've been putting in some work on ye old Palisade. As you can see, I've got one side completely done and two sides partway done. So, we're probably, I wouldn't say half, I'd say we're maybe a third of the way there. Not too shabby. Of course, we still have to deal with our injury. Our severe mauling. We have some swollen bumps as well, but the severe mauling is the thing that is the problem. So there are basically three solutions. There is a solution that requires us getting what's it called? One of the deer, one of the red deer antlers, and we can make a healing item from that. All that will do is convert it to blunt trauma, and then I will have to use like leeches or something in order to get rid of that. But that is a quote unquote safe option. There is, of course, the opium option, which will cure it directly. However, if I do it even slightly wrong, I will lose 10 points of constitution for each of the buffs that I have when they wear out. If the buffs have basically either gone above and beyond what was necessary for, curing the levels of injury that I have, or just hadn't cured the level of injury I have, which, since I only have 17 constitution, that can kill me right quick. And it would take, I figured it out, I did the math, it would take at least 40 of the poppy seed pods to make enough for like one dose. And I don't know how much I would actually get out of that. So that's kind of a backup option. It's something that I can do, but that I don't necessarily know about. And of course, fighting a deer, I'm likely to get more injured. The third option is getting ancient roots from one of the ancient windfalls, but I don't recall seeing any around. Fortunately enough, those are the type of thing that people don't tend to clear them out completely because they go off over time. They actually have a cooldown, or not a cooldown, a spoil timer. So people tend not to take all of them when they do take them. So if I see one around, that's my best bet because they will cure everything, but only so much. So if I find like a quality 10, it wouldn't be enough to get rid of everything. Um, but what I have decided to do is help offset it and prepare for pretty much the possibility of having to resort to opium. Is we'll do this nice little thing called raising our constitution. Now, of course, as you know, we want to kind of keep our scores near each other so that it's not too terrible. Wow, my agility is terrible. My dexterity is terrible. So I'm going to be making some food that is better food than the better food in order to raise our stats. So I think that's what we're going to kind of focus on is getting prepared to make more betterer food. And it just so happens that the foods that you tend to eat, you tend to raise your constitution incidentally from making better food, or from eating better food, because most of the better foods that are easier to make have con on them in addition to their other things. So I'm not going to necessarily focus on the Constitution. I'll just kind of accept it as a secondary sort of thing that'll happen. Now, one of the things that has gone on in the interim is I have gotten my masonry up to effectively 30. It's 27 plus 3. It's effectively 30. So I went and I gathered a whole bunch more clay. It is at level 30. Fortunately enough, whatever source we have out there is higher than quality 30, which I'm going to say we are very, very fortunate to have that so nearby. That is very, very good. But it does mean that our old quality 20 kiln needs to go. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna bash it on down. And this is gonna take a bit of work, but basically we're gonna chop this down. We're gonna build a brand new quality 30 kiln, which will help in all sorts of endeavors. And you're like, why are you making a kiln if you're going to be working on food? Well, because I want to build an oven. And one of the things that is required for an oven is brick. And of course, like most things in the game, the items you use to make things have its quality affect the quality of the outcome. So the higher quality oven we can manage, the better off we're going to be. So, with that in mind, we're going to be increasing our quality of kiln, and it is very difficult to not get oneself caught in an upgrade cycle. It's like, oh, I got 1 point better a thing, I better go upgrade all the things. No, don't do that. As much as you may want to, you will reach a point of diminishing returns very quickly doing it that way. That's why I kind of held off until I had an extra 10, because the difference between 20 and 30 is significant, whereas, say, the difference between 20 and 25, not so much. A lot of the items in-game increase their values, whatever value they have, with quality, but the real significant jumps, the real significant moments tend to happen at the multiples of 10. So I'm kind of figuring, as we do our upgrade cycle, I'm going to wait till I have a 10 better, unless I have really reached a point where I have to upgrade something, or I'm not going to be able to get higher quality than I have of whatever other thing I'm working on. So there is that. All right, we're about halfway through. Not quite. Well, no, a little over halfway through chopping this down. So I'll come back in a moment when we finish. I basically just took the opportunity to espouse on when to do upgrades. But we're not done yet, so we'll be back in a moment. All right, we are 100% and done. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the new one in. Of course, we need to do the fine positioning of it like we did before. Right about there, I believe. Now I should be able... Yes, I can just build it from the pile next to it. I put it there on purpose. Those are all quality 30... Oh, it actually grabbed the other one. Cool. I thought it would grab the closer one first, but that's fine. Both of those are all quality 30 clay. I went and farmed up a whole bunch in between, specifically so we could do this and then get straight into things. All right, excellent, excellent. Now, we're going to need some brick. Right here is the oven, right next to the kiln. We need 30 bricks. Not too shabby a thing. Let's just kind of confirm. This is, ding, quality 30. Beautiful. So we need 30. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, yeah, these are 5 across, so that's fine. Oh, we're only going to be able to do 25 in the first batch. Slightly unfortunate, but oh well, is a thing. Let's just kind of do that. All right, so we're going to have to do our first batch of 25. Now, the quality of fuel, of course, is going to affect things. I think bricks only take 2, but you know what? It's also a matter of it won't hurt to have... Ooh, hello, boar. You're way over there, though. You're fine. Boop. All right, we got ourselves a 16 log, because that's our best log at the moment. But I can split the log, and now they've gone up to 25. All right, so this is going to bring down our quality of bricks slightly, but that's, only so much we can do about that. And even that is only because we have this nice 41 quality stone axe that was gifted to us. So, all right, I think it only takes 2. I'm going to put in 3, and then I'm actually going to use these to do the fire start, and if we can get some ash out of it, all the better. Although, now with our quality 30 thing here, we might be able to do a little bit better. Maybe. We'll have to think about it. Because we can make ash in the kiln, which will, of course, drag things towards the quality of the kiln. And ash will be important later. There we go. Alright, so we ended up with 24 quality ashes, probably because one of our stats is bringing it down. But there we go. Alright, so we've got our first batch of bricks going. What else is necessary for the oven? Boards, which we have some boards. Blocks. Alright, well, we're going to have to do with our quality 16 blocks, unfortunately. And stone. Alright, stone. So while that's going, let me first off move these ashes over so they're not in my inventory. Let me second off refill my water flask with our quality 22 water. I should really start bringing my survival up some. And we are going to need to get some higher quality rocks. Now, all these boulders on the surface are all going to be quality 10. So we are going to need to risk a bit of a journey into the mine. And hope that there aren't... Oh, there are bats right bloody there. So we're not really going to be able to do much. Maybe if... Alright, well, let's see. Let's see about trying to do this. In fact, let's go ahead. We're going to hit Adventure. We're going to hit drag the mine onto the toolbar here, number 5. I think it is 7 away from my cave entrance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so over here's fine. That is protected. Oh, alright, well, whatever this is, we can get it. So, now, we're running a risk here. I'm going to tell you that flat out, we are running a risk here. This could cause a cave-in and kill me. There is not much I can do about it when it's the first tile, however. And I don't have any metal to build supports. So this is literally someone always has to make the first risk. And since we're by ourselves, it's me. Let me just... That's the wrong button. I wanted the toggles. Yeah, see, there's no support. I think there's a certain amount of space from the entrance, but it might only be that 7. I'm not certain. Oh man, look at this. This is... We're getting nothing here. We're getting nothing here. Whole bunch of nothing. Come on. So see, the moment this comes down, we might get caught in a cave-in. If this is a tile that has the cave-in possibility, I don't want to cut because this might happen. Although I might just give up on this for the moment because of the bats, and we'll have to think of something else. Because I would like to be further in. Because as it is, these cave walls aren't giving me anything. Whoa. Okay. Now you see that little raining down thing? That means that that one of the adjacent tiles, this is like Minesweeper, one or more of the adjacent tiles will cause a cave-in. Now what is this material? This is feldspar. Alright, so we have feldspar available here, but I'm not going to want to dig any of it because it'll cause a cave-in. And we don't know which one. It might be the one further in. It might be either of these two. It could be the ones that are kitty corner. But we know that that is a problem. So we could put a support up, theoretically, but we don't have the materials to do it. Or there is another option that I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm not going to be able to get past those bats. There are a certain type of mushroom that can grow that will provide support like a mine support, but it takes days to grow. Like, seriously, like 12 real-life days or something like that, 10 or 12, something stupid. It is possible. If you are going to be like super slow and steady, wins the race. That's how to do it. 17. So that means that that particular tile, if it had given us any stone, would probably have given us something in the vicinity of quality 17. Definitely not high enough quality to really risk ourselves over, because the adjacent tiles are going to be in that vicinity as well. Let me put this here. Now, this did unlock some stuff for us. As you saw, we got the little thing, so there should be... It should have done some stuff, right? No, maybe not. Alright, I guess it didn't unlock it because we don't have any of the other things associated with them. That's okay. Alright. I'm going to need to think a little bit about how I'm going to try and get some quality stone. Oh, wait a minute. We have some stone here. Was any of this quality? That's 10. That's 10. Nope. Looks like our mysterious benefactor did not bring us any higher quality stones. Maybe. What is this? I can't quite get to that because of these are in the way. Let me pick those up. Stone? No. Alright. All quality 10. I don't remember where all these stones came from, so that's why I'm checking them. This is always the problem, because if I just use the quality 10 stuff, it's going to drag that quality of the end product way down. It is something we could theoretically do. There are some other options for doing this. Well, for getting better stone. Although I would need access to flint and quartz. I don't have either of those at the moment, I don't believe. Let's check our cupboards real quick, just to make sure I don't have any slightly better stuff. Oh, I have a quartz. I got a quartz from somewhere. I don't think I have a flint, and even if I do, I have to discover them, and I don't know if I found that by discovery or not. I don't think there's anything in here. We've got brick, we've got sand nearby. Oh, I don't have coal, so I wouldn't be able to do that option anyway. Because that is another thing that also requires stone, which you would want high quality on because, you know, it again affects the quality of the coal at the end. Always so many things. You kind of got to start somewhere, but you also kind of want to skip as much early quality grind as possible. I'm going to give this some thought. I will be back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. I just realized I have some of the red deer antlers. They've been sitting in one of these boxes. I don't know if I discovered them, however. This kind of changes the plan a little bit. We're still going to start working on food because it is time to start getting our stats up. But yeah, this kind of changes things. I think I discovered them. Let's see. Medicine and first aid. Stinging poultice. I don't think I have the skill for first aid. Fishing. Glass blowing. Forestry. Maybe I do. So I guess that means I just need to discover what I'm missing, which I bet is linseed oil. I think linseed oil is the other thing I need, which fortunately enough comes from flax seeds, but we need the extraction press to make it, so that means we need wine making. Wine making, I don't currently have the XP for. That's fine. All right. We're going to start, well, we're going to keep going with the making of food related items. Yeah, this will be fine. All right, so all of these are done. These are 29, so we didn't lose terribly much quality on it. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to feed in 3 more. Going to grab some of these. We're going to actually grab this. I'm going to set these bricks over here. Go back. We're going to grab some more. All right, can I grab this? One more. Can I just put these all? No, I can't. All right. It was a thought. And since you don't have to worry about burning bricks. All right, there we go. I've got another 20 in because we're going to want a few more bricks for other things as well. I have left enough clay here to do something very specific with. Which, you know what? Should I worry about that? I don't know at the moment. We could get started on this, and you know what? I think it's just gonna have to be that we're just gonna have to settle for slightly lower quality. Is ultimately what we're gonna have to do, because with the bats in the way, I can't get deeper into the cave. I'm not gonna be able to, basically get ourselves, set up with higher quality stone in any of the other alternative fashions at the moment. So I think we're just going to have to deal with the quality 10 stone dragging everything down. Now, fortunately enough, I'll be using some of these boards, and that'll help drag things back up a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And no, I'm not grabbing these stones at the moment for the actual oven. I am grabbing these to pave a spot, because I believe the ground needs to be paved in order for this to do its thing. So I'm going to put this, I think, over here. I'm going to grab one more stone. I'm not sure the exact size, but I think a 2x4 should do. If I can come over here... Oh, I gotta go around. Gotta go around. Yeah, see, I'm gonna need to clean all this stuff up, too. Once I have everything enclosed, I can get things sorted and organized a little bit better. But for the moment, I'm just kind of dealing with things as they are. Alright, so let's get this paved out. We will get our oven in place. Yeah, alright, so we'll go right... I think we'll give it just a little bit of space away. Go there. We're going to go this direction. 2, 3... Maybe... Actually, I think... Maybe if I do a 3x3... Yeah, we'll do a 3x3. I'll need to grab one more stone. Alright, just a little bit further so that it triggers that. There we go. Excellent. We're going to pick you up. Put you back over where I got you from, because I've been using this to get the brick down underneath the palisade here. And that's basically what I did with all of the lower quality clay that we had. Was I basically just went and said, hey, all of you become brick, and I've got a whole bunch of new clay. And that's probably what I'll do with some of the spare brick here too, because eventually this brick will be lagging behind as well, but that's an eventually. All right, so we've got this. Let me grab one more. Grab one more of these stones. Chip stone. Come on. There we go. All right, I'm going to grab a brick so that I have a brick on me in order to start the process. And let's go ahead. And we're going to go landscaping. We're going to go lay stone paving. And even though I clicked slightly wrong, that one area won't be able to have the stone put in it, so this should be fine. There we go. All done there. All right, let's get our oven started. Buildings and construction, furnaces and fireplaces, oven. Just like that. And I think I'm going to kind of inch you over towards the door here. There we go. just like so. We'll get the 1 brick in so it stays in place. All right, so 4 boards. We need to be cautious about our boards, but you know what? That'll probably be fine. Let me do that so I can get all 4. All right, 53 quality. I'm hoping that's going to offset the fact that we're going to be stuck using quality 10 stone and quality 16 blocks, but it is what it is. I have another tree down here, by the way, that I planted in the interim. It is 62% grown, and as you can see, it is quality 21. And I think I've just about capped out what I can do with the current pot. So I'm letting that fully grow before I cut down our quality 17, and the 17 is not enough of a difference between it and the 16 in order to really get me to worry about that. Was it 4 I needed? I think it was 4 I needed. It might have been 2 or something like that. Could you go through here, please? Yeah, I got to get some of this stuff moved. I got too much stuff in too little space. Yeah, it's 2. All right, those are done. Let's go ahead. You know, I'm going to put these over here kind of next to the boards, just so I know those are the slightly higher quality ones. How are you guys doing? Still working? All right, that's okay. We'll just start working on the rest of the brick. Then I'm probably going to be upset with the stone when I have to put it in. 5 stones. And I have gone through pretty much all my stuff. There aren't any better quality stones around that I have just, laying around that I found somewhere or anything of that nature. I suppose that is a possibility, though. I could always go out and look. Yeah, because see, I was checking these. Oh, I don't think I actually checked this one. Oh, no, that's the quern. Never mind. What about you? Nope. Let's just check in our cave real quick. Make sure there wasn't something I squirreled away and forgot about. Nope, not there. Nope, not there with our little quality 19 tree pot. Okay, no stone. Unfortunate. So what color do I want it? Because this will be the color of the little strip at the bottom. So what color do I want? I've basically got red and white at the moment. You know what? I'm going to go with the white. The brick is primarily red. Yes, the mortar is white, but this will provide a nice little white strip at the bottom. I think it'll be visually appealing. This is the alabaster. We just need 5, and then we will be just about ready to finish our oven. Unfortunately, like I said, this is going to drag the quality down. This 10 will influence approximately a quarter of the thing here, but I'm hoping that those 52 boards, or 52, 53, something like that, will help drag it closer to 30. Unfortunate, but done. All right. Let's get ourselves the rest of these bricks. Are these bricks ready yet? Not quite. Let's get these 3 in. All right, I need 5 more bricks. I will come back once the brick is done cooking in the kiln. We'll finish the oven and wrap things up. All right, we are watching the bricks finish up here. There we go. We're just going to grab 5 of them because that's all we need at the moment. So we have 15 more that we will be doing some other stuff with. Let's go ahead and get this built. And bam, there we go. We have an oven. Now, as you can see, this has the fuel bar, much like, the kiln does. It only has 8 spaces. We're only able to cook 8 things at a time, but that is fine. We just need to keep it in mind when we are actually making things. Now, I don't have baking items yet. Why is that? That's a good question. Do I have the baking skill? I apparently do, because it is not in the available. Yeah, baking. I don't think I would have been able to make the oven without baking. That means we're probably missing something. Something probably like flour. Have I made any flour yet? Probably not. Let's go ahead. That is all of that. I think I've been throwing most of the regular seeds in to be turned into those, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't seem to have any of the like barley seeds here that haven't been turned into the sprouting ones, and you can't use the sprouting ones for flour. Unfortunate. It means we're going to have to wait for the next harvest, which is going to be a little ways away. Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap the episode up here. We got our oven built. We discovered we actually have those deer antlers, so we're going to need to start worrying about getting an extraction press up. I am not worried about quality on that at the moment. I will use whatever I've got available, which will probably be the rest of these 16 things here. But I need to get winemaking first, which I do not currently have the LP for. But we will get that. I'll probably grab that in between episodes just as soon as something is done. Oh, well, I guess I only have hand impressions at the moment. I'll have to work on that too. And we will come back next episode, start eating better food, get our con up as we work towards curing what ails us. But that is going to do it for this episode. So, until next time, have a good one.